SingularityNET AGIX is down almost 50% from a couple of days ago. We hit 60 cents almost and then came all the way down. And yesterday we hit about 38 cents. But why do I believe that the crash, this mini crash, is basically over for AGIX? Because of this. If we take a look at the 4-hour candle on TradingView, you will see the RSI right here. If we pull it up, it is very oversold. So that means that nobody wants their AGIX tokens right now. Look, we are under 30. So that means that people are selling it a lot. So right now is not a good time to sell. If you are thinking about selling, you should be selling when everyone's buying. Not right now, because right now, as we mentioned, the last 2 times the RSI were that low, we're back here in July before this major run up. And then before that in June, before it made a double bottom. So both times the RSI was really low. It was basically the bottom of this mini crash for AGIX. And I have not been speaking about it for the past couple of weeks because I've been busy with other cryptocurrencies, but I have not forgotten about all of you. There is a game plan behind what I am doing on this channel, and SingularityNET will always be my #1 project in the whole world as long as nothing fundamentally changes in a bad way for SingularityNET. But everything looks super solid up until this point, and they literally are the most advanced AI decentralized platform in the whole world. Like, look at all of these services that they offer. But another point that I want to mention is this: the circulating supply is now 100%. It used to be about 86%, I believe. So with this new hard fork edition of Cardano, this migration, I'm pretty sure they are introduced all of the tokens. So maybe that's why AGIX went down a little bit. You never know. Maybe that could be pushing it down. But like we mentioned, we are very oversold right now. So this could be the bottom. This could be. Now, is there a possibility that we just go up a little bit and then keep coming back down to 30 cents? Because we were just there a couple weeks ago. Yes, that is possible. And what would we do on this channel? What would every single one of you watching right now do if AGIX went down to 15 cents, 20 cents even? What would you do? Would you get scared and sell, or would you buy the freaking dip? On this channel, we would buy our favorite investment hand over fist, everyone. Now, nothing has changed since the predictions I made about SingularityNET going to $5, $10, even more in the future. Nothing has changed. Just because I have not spoken about SingularityNET in almost a week now, that does not mean anything has changed about AGIX, okay, everyone? If anything, me as a long-term investor and you watching right now, because we are a select few people, we would be happy if AGIX keeps going down. If it keeps going down, we would be happy. Like, imagine if you bought AGIX at 60 cents, let's say, right? You were a brand new purchaser because about 1,000 wallets have been added in the past 2 weeks. So a lot of people bought in the past 2 weeks. So let's say you bought for the very first time AGIX at 65 cents even, 65 cents, right? And then in 3 months later, it goes down to 20 cents. You lose about 60% of your principal. What would you do? Would you get scared and sell? Or would you buy the freaking dip? Because if you got scared and sold, you would have already been at a negative. But let's say you bought to the dip. The last time we went up to 55 cents and then came all the way back down to 16 cents. You would have been way more ahead already. You would already be up about 3-4x on your money if you lowered your cost average by dollar cost averaging. So everyone, I know some of you have been freaking out in the comment section, and I mentioned this because a lot of you asked me, what is going on with AGIX? Are you still bullish on them? Is it still the future? Like, what is happening? Everyone, it is a long-term project. So in the short term, yes, you can expect a lot of volatility, just like we have seen with it, but this is literally a 100-year project. The idea of the singularity will be around in 100 years, and this will be the leader of it. SingularityNET AGIX will be the most advanced singularity platform in the world, and you need to be patient. You must be patient because this bull run, yes, we can see a couple of dollars, let's say even $5. That is very possible, but that is nothing compared to what we can see in 20 years, 30, 50, 100 years. So you must have a long-term vision. And I am going to compare the likes of Amazon and Apple to some of the best projects in the world. Like, look at Apple. For about 30 years, about 20 years, from 1981 to 2001, it was stuck in a range. It basically did not go up above $1 for 20 years. Does that mean that it was a bad investment? Does that mean for 20 years that you were literally being stupid? No. If anything, you were the smartest person in the freaking room. Let's take Amazon, for example. Amazon. It started at about $1.50. It went up to $100 within 2 years, basically. It went up 100x almost, and it came right back down to less than $10. So it lost 90% of its value. And then it took it about another 3 to 4 years to finally break that previous all-time high. Does that mean that it was a bad investment? No, obviously not. We know what Amazon and Apple are. So again, same question for SingularityNET. Some of you are going to say, oh, it came out at $1 and then it came right down. Well, same principle. Does that mean that Amazon was bad just because for 20 years it literally did not do anything? Does that mean that AGIX is going to be a bad investment? No. So if it goes up to $1, if it comes down to 10 cents, if it goes sideways, if it does a roller coaster loop, I don't care. You should not care either. You watching right now, because it does not matter if you bought it at $1.80. It does not matter if you bought AGIX at 1 cent or at 50 cents. You are going to be ahead by a lot in the future. So it does not matter. Do not try to time AGIX, everyone. And these are some ecosystem catalysts coming up. For example, we have the likes of Singularity DAO, Sophia DAO. This one I'm really excited about. Sophia DAO is one to look out for. Rejuve, Mindplex, which is a brand new one actually, NewNet, and what is exciting are these question marks right here, because that means that there are other ecosystem partnerships and projects coming up that we do not know about yet. And AGIX benefited a lot from the Singularity DAO airdrop. So a lot of people bought AGIX because of this Singularity DAO airdrop. Now imagine once the NewNet, Mindplex, and all of these, the rest, are introduced, we will easily see the price of AGIX go up. But again, that is not the fundamental goal of SingularityNet. The fundamental goal is not to introduce ecosystem projects. Yes, like that is a way to achieve the singularity, but those are just stepping stones. That is not the final goal. So like once we finally introduce all of these projects, and if SingularityNet at that point is at $5 and then it tumbles down to $1 because everyone's like, oh, all the catalysts are gone, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because again, once all of these are introduced, it is the very beginning. It is the very beginning, everyone. So this video is just to remind you, stay emotionally intelligent, stay smart, and make sure that you have a goal in mind. Like how much money you want to make. Are you going to sell if it goes down 10%, 50%? But honestly, the best strategy, in my opinion, from my history in investing, because the biggest mistakes I've ever made was selling Tesla at less than $200 pre-split, which would be worth about $5,000 each share right now. So I miss out on a 22x on Tesla. On a lot of other stocks, mainly because that before cryptocurrency I was in stocks a lot, but those were my biggest mistakes ever. And I do not want you to make the same mistake. So the decision is yours. Make sure you join us. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you smash the subscribe button. I was going to say subscribe the like button, but yeah, you must subscribe to the like button also. If you have not yet, subscribe to the freaking like button and always join the like button and always smashed it. I don't know what you're doing, because again, SingularityNet family is super small, And if anything, we are one of the largest AGIX YouTube channels in all of the world. And that is thanks to you watching, every single one of you. And we are just getting started. Again, SingularityNET will always be my top holding as long as nothing fundamentally changes about it. But on this channel, we have a strategy to get more exposure to this project. And that means for the short term, I might have to sacrifice my coverage of AGIX. That does not mean that I'm not invested or I sold or I'm not bullish or this or that. No, please everyone. If you're brand new to AGIX, make sure you do your research. Make sure you know that this is a 20-year, 50-year, 100-year project that will be around. It will. Okay? So all of these roller coaster rides, just take advantage of them. Take advantage of them as they come. There'll be a lot more in the future. Okay? This is not the first. This is not the last. Okay? There's going to be a lot more in the future. So get used to it. Get used to it. Otherwise, you're not cut out to be a good investor. Or otherwise, you must work on it. Okay, either two choices: either sell at the top and do not sell at the bottom, or just don't invest whatsoever until you're ready, until you are ready mentally. Okay, everyone. But anyways, yeah, AGIX. Honestly, I hope it keeps going down. I know that might upset some of you. I hope it literally keeps going down to 1 cent again. Okay, but I have a feeling that's not going to happen. I have a feeling like the whole cryptocurrency market is going to have a mania of 3 more months. November, October, December. The last 3 months are going to be crazy. And I think AGIX is going to benefit from it. So although, yes, I want it to come all the way back down so I can buy at a major discount, I truly believe it's just going to keep going up. And that in many ways upsets me more than it coming down. Okay, so that's like a perfect example of the type of mentality you must have to be successful, okay? And some of you might say, oh, why would you want it to go down? I explained myself in this video. So I'm not going to do any more talking. But anyways, I love you all. Make sure you join TikTok, my second channel, because I posted there sometimes. But yeah, smash the like button for SingularityNET because we're one small family. And if you've not yet joined us, make sure you join us because we are one small family. And that's why. I love you all. Take care, everyone. And I'll see y'all soon. Mr. Mufleh, out.